Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Halo World Championship bench and joined by Elamite. We can jump straight into game number 1. I'm super excited. We said we wanted to watch some Liquid gameplay. Guess what? We have Liquid in our first game of today. We're actually heading straight into a game of breakout as well. I currently have Heinz on my screen. They're in a 3 versus 1. This should be a relatively simple round number 1 for the guys at Liquid.
Absolutely here. They're definitely something that Liquid's been practicing a lot, came out strong, and picking up that going to strong round 1 here.
Of course, Liquid going up against today. Red Squad, last second qualifier team is the exact name. Of course, probably made a little bit last second, but it's fine. Going on board with Jumpman from this Red Squad. See, they can potentially try and cause an upset on a very well-performing Liquid squad in these Halo 1 Online qualifiers, as we touched on 2 top 8 placements in the first 2 qualifiers, followed by a top 4 placement last week. They've been improving every single time we see them, and of course making some team changes as well. Could we potentially see them place first place for the first time in this qualifier? That's what I'm secretly keeping my eye out for.
Absolutely. There's an opportunity for that here. We've seen a couple different teams. We've seen it out of EG, we've seen it out of Allegiance, we've seen it out of CLG. There is no reason why there can't be another or 4th team that comes in and is able to pick up and take over a number 1 finish here in the event. There are so many good players, and every week, with the game being so fresh, you'll see so much improvement between some players that absolutely you'll see the case where one team's able to come out and take home a new first place.
Well, so far, so good for Team Liquid in the first game of the best of 3 rounds up. You said they've been practicing breakout pretty hard. Looking at the scoreboard right now, 4 kills for Heinz, 3 for APG, Unlegit with 3, Ace with 2 as well. They've actually only died as a team twice in those 3 rounds, so that practice definitely working off. And just as I say that, I may have just cursed Heinz a little bit right there as he gets taken out by the nade for first blood of the round. So advantage now to last second qualifier.
Yeah, and we see definitely the strongest round here out of Frosty Goatsy and them here coming out. Getting 3 down for Liquid. We have a last member alive being Unlegit. Very rare you're going to be able to see somebody come out on top there. And so definitely got a 3-1 lead now. Great performance out of them that round.
Yep. The flag was being pulled as well, so realistically that was a very difficult round to lose. But I'm going to stay on board with this last second qualifier squad, on board with Sal SJG, as it looks as if he was going to potentially go for a quick push. Decided to just back away, expecting the grenades to be thrown across, so just playing that one super slow. But unfortunately his teammate Jumpman did make that individual solo push, and rushing in towards 3 members of Liquid is never going to be a smart idea. Ace easily able to pick up that first kill. However, it's going to be tied up 3 men apiece as Unlegit does go down. Heinz immediately though able to pick up another kill on Goatsy to force the advantage back in Liquid's favor.
Yeah, and we see another quick round out of Liquid there, coming out and taking that lead. You can see they're definitely stronger when it comes to taking over the top camo tower area. Definitely been able to consistently outperform here, and we'll see that again once more. They have their nades set up. They know exactly what they want to do as a team, and it reflects here in the game type with this league that they're building.
I mean, as you kind of mentioned, that top camo area is so important on Gamble, and you can see Liquid really justifying that by stacking 3 men. Finally, though, we get to see last second qualifier actually try and go for a stack of their own over towards top camo, but it doesn't matter. Ace says, thank you very much, I'll pick up a double kill. Teammate there to pick up the 3rd. The flank came in as well. That is a very, very quick game number 1 coming in from Team Liquid. That's a 5-1 victory for them. APG with 6, Heinz with 6, Ace finished with 5, Unlegit with 3 kills as well. Pretty standard and good stuff right there from Liquid in game 1.
Yeah, I mean, not a whole lot to be said there besides, they definitely knew exactly what they wanted to do, and they came out strong and did it. Very, very quick rounds. Normally, we'll see at least a couple of rounds go into some sort of a standoff or some sort of a camping, but not anything like that we saw here. Those were 3 or all 5 of those rounds that Liquid was able to win were extremely strong rounds there, and they knew exactly what they wanted to do.
Well, that's going to put Liquid 1-0 up in the series. For now, we're going to head to a quick commercial break. When we return, jumping into map number 2. Be right back.
War extracts a heavy toll from those it touches.
You are hereby conscripted into UNSC Special Project codenamed Orion 2.
Its cost cannot be measured in brass or gold.
you will do exactly what I say.
But for some, that price is higher than others.
How many dead, Deja?
But humanity isn't the enemy.
Command assembled a battle group. What they found was this object. It destroyed the Vostok in Arabia in under a minute.
Humanity is what will save us all.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to the 4th online qualifier for the Halo World Championship. Benson joined by Elamite today as we start things off looking at Team Liquid. Of course, they just made a couple of roster changes of their own, seeing how they will be performing in this 4th qualifier. So far, so good for them. Last second qualifier not putting up too many problems, but now going into a map number 2. It's going to be Slayer on the rig. First question, gotta ask you, Elamite, is in terms of the game mode Slayer, how much of a difference is Liquid, or what kind of a difference will we see from Liquid's playstyle with the new roster?
With this new roster, this is some of the Slayer game types are going to be ones that I would initially think we're going to have a little bit of a struggle on.
Okay.
The way that our team plays, we have 4 extremely selfless players. Normally, you'll run into a squads where you'll have someone who is considered, primary the power weapon holder, who is consistently, statting, for lack of a better word. You'll see some big positive stats from those players. And this kind of lineup, it's completely different. You don't have a player like that. And a game type like Slayer the Rig, this is one of those game types that almost any team can win on. You can see a team that you would consider less skilled or less talented than another team, but still be able to come out and win. You'll see these game types played extremely quickly, or you'll see those game types where they are actually slowed down, and you might win with 25 kills in a 4v4 game. So this is going to be an interesting challenge for Liquid to make sure that they can get comfortable on these kind of game types and these Slayer games, in order to win against both like this team, but also some of the other top teams like a CLG or an EG, who will absolutely be constantly using teamwork and slowing down game types. And you'll have like snipe downs and other players that you would constantly see some of the power weapons in.
Now, watching on the jet off the break, played it very, very slow, did have scatter shot and was waiting for a push. Finally, he's going to actually go out for a challenge. Frosty the Truth with the BR, though, more than happy to just try and wait for some teammate support, and there it does come in from Sal as he picks up the first kill. Hines looking to trade that, though. Frosty missing a couple of shots with the assault rifle, and he will fall to Hines there. So that's going to be a 6-3 lead now in favor of last second qualifier. Ace, however, does have the sniper rifle in his hand. We'll see now if this could potentially be the key of reducing this early lead that last second qualifiers have managed to build.
Yeah, we saw some of Liquid there being a little bit separated, fighting some battles on their own. What they really need to be doing here is waiting for an opportunity to push out and letting Ace create that opportunity, being with having the sniper rifle there. He gets a little bit too aggressive, pushes up too far, and ends up losing that sniper. Definitely like to see Liquid just slowing this down a little bit more and playing it slow. I think they're maybe just kind of trying to get the game started here, do a little bit of run around, place them, get some kills, and just see where the game starts off at. And, lots of times you don't actually need to slow it down and play like a really methodical game where you can just run around and just start outslaying the team and catch them off guard.
Hines was able to pick up the sniper rifle and back away. He may have just spotted Sal, but looks over towards Nest, and he did see that player. Peeks with sniper, decides to get a little bit aggressive here again. Should pick up the headshot, does so. That was on Frosty. Immediately turns around, knows there has to be a play coming from Nest, bodies, and jumps out with the BR for the double kill. And that now will give Team Liquid that 1 kill lead, of course, first to 50, so plenty of kills left here in game number 2.
Yeah, and some great plays out of Hines. This is one thing that I was really excited for. Now that you don't have, some player like on the previous NB lineup, where it's the McWin, and on the Liquid lineup where you had Ninja and Hysteria, where those players consistently get the power weapons and snipers. Hines is a ridiculously skilled player, and he is great with the sniper rifle as well. He just doesn't get it that often. So with this new kind of lineup, you're definitely going to see the power weapons in the hands of all of the players a lot more, and each one of them, APG, Unlegit, Ace, Hines, all of them have great skill with those guns.
I mean, we just saw Hines pick up 5 kills in a row, including one from the grave with the grenade. Just like that, gives Team Liquid a comfortable-ish lead. Of course, 17-12, anything can happen. APG does have sniper rifle in his hand as Jumpman from last second qualifier. It looks as if he was going to try and make a play, but sadly, what was a very, very good start for this squad is slowly starting to deteriorate, losing a little bit of momentum, not really controlling the spawns as well as they were at the very beginning of the game, winning those initial gunfights. And I think part of that may be due to the fact Team Liquid just getting a little bit more aggressive, as you kind of touched on. They played kind of very slow at the start. We saw him legit not really move at the start of the game, and now all of a sudden Hines is starting to find himself in a little bit of a groove. He's currently sitting at 8 kills, 3 assists, and 3 deaths, playing a bit more aggressive than we saw at the start of this game.
Yeah, we saw Liquid trying to be a little bit aggressive, but it looked like not everybody was necessarily on the same page to start the game. Liquid is not a team that's going to want to sit down and play a really slow game, trying to pick off kills here and there. They want to be, running, flying, ground pounding, charging, and be up in your face when they're fighting here. Using their teamwork, working together, playing extremely aggressive.
Jumpman gonna throw this grenade across, but more importantly, just gonna wait for his teammate to spawn up. Deficit down 16 to 24. Still, as I mentioned, plenty of time to be played, but Jumpman pretty weak. Will decide just to back off, set that BR, and we'll have 2 players from Liquid potentially pushing. Has the support of Sal just above him. He may need to call for that support any second, though. Just peeking, not really seeing anything just yet. Of course, power weapons coming up in 30 seconds. Seems like Liquid right now are the more preferred team in terms of the setup for those power weapons.
Yeah, I mean, we do see the sniper in the hands of Frosty the Truth here right now, and an 8-kill lead out of Liquid. Liquid needs to make sure that if they do decide to make a push here, that they use some sort of an advantage that they get, whether or not they get a player or 2 weak here before they end up pushing. And, we see great nade, great teamwork out of APG and Ace there, using the nade and getting the damage to kind of force the sniper to go where he wants. Some great job there. I just saw APG being taken out here by Jumpman. Looks like he kind of stopped playing there for a moment, so I'm kind of curious as to what that was. But they had an 8-kill lead, now it's down to 7, and they're going to be wanting to focus on when this next camo is coming up. Again,
that was such an important kill on Frosty, who had that sniper rifle. Just allowed them to try and make a play on those power weapons. Unfortunately, though, Frosty to get a favorable spawn immediately picked up sniper rifle. Will play for camo, picks that up at 5:31. Will be burnt though as he does fall, and that's very unfortunate because he's going to drop sniper rifle pretty much directly where Liquid was spawning. So Ace just says, "Hey, that's a sniper rifle. Don't mind if I do. Thank you very much." He's going to make his way over towards that back catwalk area now, try and give Team Liquid some support from afar.
Right, and now we've increased this lead here to 12, and APG does have the sniper in his hands, and like I was mentioning there before, it's not something you see all the time here, but with this new kind of lineup, you're definitely going to see the power weapons, including the sniper, in the hands of everybody's hands. And APG, although he's always known for his great shot individually with BR, DMR pistols and things, he's actually a great sniper as well.
We just saw Ace body someone, not able to pick up that kill. Now peeks with the BR up top. Nice team shots come in, able to shut down Sal, goes for the snipe, that's going to be the double, hits the headshot, looking for the triple, searching, don't think he's going to find it though, as he looks over towards that left hand side, player spawns up, that's the killing spree, did not count as a triple though, too much time going between the 2 shots. He may have just spotted that player go down the stairs. Curious to see if Ace is going to try and rearrange his movement here, potentially go for a different line of sight. Grenades come in though, and he is able to escape barely with his life. The lead at 36 to 20 now. BR comes out, Ace picks up another kill, this time on Goatsy. Player up top, that's going to be Frosty, puts some shots down and backs away smartly.
Right, and we actually have 2 snipers in the hands of Liquid right now. We've got Ace with 3 shots left, and you've got APG, who also has almost a full sniper here as well. So, great setups here from Liquid. They need to make sure that they are just using and abusing these weapons right now. Not very often do you have a setup where you have 2 snipers in your hands, and then a great double kill out of Hines with that plasma caster there. He's always been able to use some of these other weapons extremely effectively, and, right now we have the 3 biggest power weapons on this map, on Rig right now, in the hands of Liquid, and great setups, and you can see that reflected in the score of this game right now.
Yeah, it's really starting to get a little bit out of hand. Ace, 16 kills so far, is really been a standout player on Liquid so far in terms of that killing department. On board with APG though, and there is a player who I believe just picked up camo, and APG doesn't know it. Has a sniper rifle out. Needs to be cautious though, because be a potential assassination inbound. Ace was able to shut down Goatsy though with Scattershot, and as APG looks to try and help, unfortunately that kill was traded, but there will be one more player just patrolling around on the outside as APG goes back to that sniper rifle. Should spot a couple of players jumping up in the air, but unable to find the shot as of just yet. That lead 44-24. The no-scope headshot from APG. You said he was a good sniper, and well, we just saw firsthand why.
Yeah, absolutely here. This is a great performance out of Liquid here. I'm really happy with what I'm seeing so far. Even, if I was in the game here coaching, we had Frosty and them just grab that camo. So if anything, definitely a little bit of sloppy play even from Liquid, but not anything that you would expect after looking at what the score of this game is right now.
Right, 47-29. So definitely been pretty convincing as we stay on board with APG. Of course, as you mentioned, the power weapon control that we saw from Liquid was very, very dominant. Had Plasma Caster and 2 snipers in the hand at one point in this game, and it's going to be very, very tough for a team to try and reduce a deficit when you're going up against a squad who does have such good power weapon control. As APG connects with another body shot, it's going to leave him with no shield whatsoever, but unfortunately he's not going to be able to find the kill. Just need those 3 final kills for this game number 2 to be over, and of course Liquid to be advancing on to the next round of today's online qualifier. He's playing very, very patient. It's almost as if he has walls right there, as he was just aiming directly at the head of Sal. Frosty, the truth is, able to pick up 2, and we said this game's kind of over. Oh, there you go, there's APG there now. I was gonna say, it's getting a little close right now, as a couple of kills were going down, but now Liquid just need that final kill.
Yeah, they're right now they realize this game is over here. They're just trying to get it over with. They don't care necessarily what the end of the game score is. It's nice whenever you can consider or grab a steak dinner on another team, but at the very same time here, they're not as concerned about this. Everyone's concentrating on winning the tournament, just trying to get this game over with, moving on to the next one.
Oh, fantastic performance from Ace. Dropped 20 kills in that Slayer. Of course, here is a look at how the series layout.